This segment brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. To join today or more information, go to kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
The grand reunion of Forsyth Scouts assembled at Fort Wallace the weekend of September 8th, with hundreds gathering to watch the historic commemoration, all in the spirit of reconciliation and greater understanding. On Friday evening, there was a supper for the guardians of Fort Wallace, which featured the first screening of Doffs Dragon, the documentary that tells the story of the post-scout and surgeon William Comstock and Theophilus Turner, and their 1867 discovery of a plesiosaur fossil. The cast and crew were together to see the documentary for the first time. Public screenings will begin later this fall, so contact me if you are interested in scheduling a screening in your town. The highlight of Saturday morning's events was the unveiling of the sculpture of Roman Nose by artist Melissa Rao, with clothing and accoutrements by Ken Widener. On hand for the dedication were members of the Roman Nose family, Quentin and Melvin Roman Nose. Melvin bore a striking resemblance to the sculpture. Thomas White of Cheyenne, Wyoming, portrayed the legendary Cheyenne leader for the weekend's events. Dennis Rogers, known as the Spirit Dancer, performed, dedicating his dance to Roman Nose. Historians Jerry Green, John Manette, and Dave Harrington offered presentations on the tumultuous history and events of the 1860s. The grand review of the Forsyth Scouts and the assembled representatives of the Plains tribes was breathtaking. Marla Matkin called the roll of Scouts and offered brief biographies of each one. A staggering number of volunteer hours have gone into these events, with some folks participating at each of the sites: Fort Harker, Fort Hays, Fort Wallace, and Beecher Island. Other Scouts have been portrayed by various reenactors, with overall participation of almost 100 men and women to achieve the grand reunion. Dave Zerfus performed his songs Roman Nose and Island of Refuge, both written in memory of the Battle of Beecher Island, as well as his dozens of other original songs about Kansas history. Sunday morning ceremonies at the Fort Wallace Cemetery took place under overcast skies, befitting the solemn occasion. 2 of the Forsyth Scouts are buried in the cemetery. Others, like Lieutenant Fred Beecher, have no grave. The men who fell in battle, including Roman Nose and his Cheyenne, Sioux, and Arapaho brothers, were honored. A special wreath designed by artist Tanya Lamb and presented by Michael Martin Murphy honored the horses and mules slain during the battle. All of the animals with the Scouts died. Murphy's foundation, the Murphy Western Institute, supported the Roman Nose sculpture, along with several individuals and the Order of the Indian Wars. The commemoration moved to Beecher Island Memorial Battlefield and the town of Ray, Colorado, the following weekend for the 150th anniversary of the battle. Dozens of Kansans went along to stage the commemoration. The collaboration itself has been historic, with sites that are city or county or privately run over hundreds of miles across 2 states. The sponsorship of the Smoky Hill Trail Association around Kansas and the Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks, and Tourism has been the foundation of support of dozens of individuals and other organizations like the Dane G. Hansen and the Wallace County Foundation. It takes a village, folks. Sometimes a mighty big village.
I'm Frank, she's Deb, and we'll see you somewhere around Kansas. Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.
Kansas is more than tornadoes. We're the best part of Dorothy Stream. We're the best part of Dorothy Stream.